Hello and welcome to the latest episode of the Low Budget Review Show. I am your host, Eric Smith, and today I am talking about Tribal Screams by Owl Goingback. This is a short story collection. I think most of this stuff was printed in the 90s. I can take a quick look in the back because it's got the copyright page right. Not that page. It is... Wait, where is it? It's messing with me. I know it's here somewhere. I know you're so excited to see this. There it is. 92, 96, 94. Oh, there's a 2003. There's a 2000. But other than that, most of it's in the 90s. Anyway, not that any of that matters. Short story collection. So this has, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 short stories. They range from, I don't know, they're all horror stories, essentially. Well, except for one, technically. There's a true story called My Favorite Halloween Memory, which may be a hairy dog tale. Because, yeah, there's a pretty bad pun at the end. But it's interesting. It's an interesting story. So, Owl Goingback, Native American author. Not all of these stories are Native American based. A lot of them are. And some take place in the past. Some take place, present day, the 90s. The first one, whose title I am not going to say because I'm afraid / certain that I'm going to butcher it. But it is about a search for the Fountain of Youth, a guy who has come after Ponce de Leon, looking for the Fountain of Youth and what happens to him and his men. Mainly to him. Last Man in Line, this is a modern day one, and it's, I thought I had an idea where it was going to go, but it didn't quite go in that direction. It kind of went there, but then took its own back roads out again. Didn't go exactly the way I expected. It's about a college kid pledging a fraternity, so he's told he has to stay overnight at this haunted, Civil War prison campground, graveyard place. And, of course, what happens. The spookiness that ensues. Animal sounds I liked a lot. Very Native American mythology kind of stuff with spirits and gods, whatever you would call them. There's a tribe. They're hunting. They're going hungry. There isn't anything to hunt, and their old shaman who is afraid he's going to be replaced, goes out on his own, and stuff happens. Really, really like this one. The Bride. Why do I not remember? Oh, The Bride. The Bride's a poem. Yeah, it's very nice. Very interesting, very quick. Really can't say too much. Don't want to give it away. Spoils of War. I really, really like this one. Takes place Civil War era. The main character is a slave who is part of one of the worst groups of Confederates ever. Just, slaughtering people left and right. And they come upon a village that they really shouldn't mess with. Really, really like that one a lot. Gator Bait, also a great one. This white guy is passing himself off as an Indian, Joe Indian, the world's greatest alligator wrestler. And, it's a short story. He's going to get his comeuppance. But you may not see it coming. Really fun. Ashes. Excuse me. Man, I just read this. Oh, yeah. Ashes is really quick. It's 2 pages. So I really can't say anything about it. It's just a guy that's at rock bottom who realizes that, maybe there's something lower than rock bottom. Keeper of Souls, really, really like this one. It's another period piece about Native American slaves and Spain, the King of Spain, and mysticism. Really, really good. Sealed with a Kiss. Yeah, that's a crazy one. Another modern one. Really no Native American stuff in it. I mean, not that any of this is a problem. Just sort of saying it's not all Native American. But it's a guy whose car breaks down and some stuff happens. I can't, short stories. I don't want to spoil them. That's followed by my favorite Halloween memory, and then Grass Dancer, which was nominated for a Nebula Award for Best Short Story. This one, you know what? I'm going to tell you. I had a tear in my eye. I had a tear rolling down my cheek. This one hit me. Such a good story. Such a powerful story. I'm not going to tell you anything about it. I think you need to go in and just read it. See if it hits you the way it hit me. Really, really just kind of tore me up a little bit. So, there you go. That's just really quick talking about all the stories that are in here. My favorite Halloween is just an Owl Goingback Halloween memory that really has a groaner at the end of it. Kind of a cool thing here is that some of the stories tie together in certain light ways. So there's, I don't remember which one. One of them references the character from the first story, and another one, Sealed with a Kiss, references Last Man in Line. The guy, I think it's Sealed with a Kiss, the guy whose car breaks down he's in the army, he's on leave, and I think that's where he was like, he was going to go to this place, the Andersonville, whatever park, but it was closed down because of something that happened, and that something that happened is what happens in Last Man in Line. So I like that some of these things just sort of tie together. They're all well written. They're all, they gave me the feels, man, for nostalgia back in the day. I mean, they are from the 90s for the most part, but yeah, and it just had that feel. I love short stories, well-written short stories. Can't say everything from the 90s was great, but yeah, it just gave me that nostalgic feeling. Owl Goingback, great writer. And this is a great introduction to his writing. If you haven't read any of his other stuff, maybe pick this up. Get a feel for his style. Interesting characters, nice twists, creepy stuff. And again, that last story just punched me in the heart. Man, it was beautiful. And look at that cover. Come on. That's amazing. You even get a little art on the back as well. So there you go. Not sure what else to say. I always find it difficult to review short story collections because I don't know how much to say about each story. I don't want to spoil anything. But I can tell you, I just finished this. I have not even rated it on Goodreads yet, but I'm giving it 5 out of 5. A fantastic short story collection by a great author. You should check it out. All right, I guess that's it. So, no question for this video. That's going to be a whenever I feel like it kind of thing. I was trying to do it every video, but you know what? I'm not going to force myself. So I will just say 5 out of 5 stars. Let's look at that beautiful cover again. And if you have any comments, questions, or corrections, please put them in the comments below. Comments are open for spoilers. Just post spoiler warning. We try to be polite here at the Low Budget Review Show. Please like, share, and subscribe. And If you care to follow me on other social media, my Twitter is @Ronin5757. My Instagram, where I post pictures of books, comic books, board games, and fuzzy animals, is EricSmith5757. That's Eric with a K, ErikSmith5757. That's it. This has been the Low Budget Review Show. I have been Eric Smith, and until next time, read more books.